spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Indiana Hoosiers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Hoosiers ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The running back has it. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Coming into the game, the defense talked about, man, they really wanted to get to this quarterback. Well, it didn't take long. 2 plays in, they get to him, and they get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Unloads to the wideout. Boom. He's got it. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on 3rd down. Instead, they're staring at 4.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him, and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that.
He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. Wide open on the right. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
The head coach and the offensive coordinator have got a ton of guts to dial up that pass on 4th and short when everyone's expecting it to be a run play. it worked perfectly. How about the speed on the back end, taking the top off the defense, an accurate throw with a lot of pressure by the QB, and they link up for a massive score on 4th down.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Going right to work up top. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Let's step back here and look at the big picture for Indiana. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdog would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. You've got a very low number beside your name. You're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Got the back over the middle.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. Keeps it. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
The Hoosiers are on the move. Handoff to the single running back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. All right, guys, let's talk a little Indiana. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Motion from the wideout. Running back searching for a hole. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Offense facing 4th down.
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Got his man on the outside. Fighting off the defender. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
They'll send out the kicker here. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Trying to get the corner. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Quick release on the RPO. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Still running at the 40. Into the secondary on the right. They finally make the stop, but what a way to end this 1st quarter after that fantastic play. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Indiana! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he puts through the extra point.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Ezukama. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
To the air, it's Hoover. He's taking the shot. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll try the run. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. He wants to change this route. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Hoosiers!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Now they've got breathing room, got 6 all the way out to the 20.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the tailback. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
And the Horned Frogs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. You got to have him.
Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Gets it to him on the screen. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's Barker. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Barker. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Here comes the heat. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Shoots it to the left. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Bringing it back. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw. It's Mendoza. Keeps looking downfield. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
TCU 7.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Takes the handoff. It's Owens. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They've already gone for it a couple of times on fourth down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a third. Here's a hit. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
And I don't know how to explain that one. Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Beebe. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Now the toss. Touchdown, Indiana! Great job by the back on the option.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. The give on the inside. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on
Turning it on! Wide open downfield. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Buying some time. He'll throw it. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
wide receivers, they might at least have a hint of diva in them, right? Like they're always open, aren't they, according to them? And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback because when they do throw that hand up there, you want to throw them the football. You want them to have confidence. You want to force feed them. You want them to really have that confidence at an all-time high. Sometimes you force them a little bit too much. The defense takes advantage like they did right there.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Horned Frogs will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Thrust that arm out. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Definitely definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And the Hoosiers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping them. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Well, 3rd and short, I think the offense was probably expecting blitz. That's why they dialed up the screen, but it did not fool the defense. Great job defending the screen, setting up 4th.
The Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. They're going to mark this one at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case. And there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff to the lone back. Powers through the defender. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him.
There he goes. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Well, the defense knew they had a huge challenge coming into this one. This running back, one of the top 10 in the nation right now in rushing yards, they're going to have to load the box defensively, and they're going to have to get a lot of hats to the football because he is not easy to bring around.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To throw, it's Hoover. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Give to the fullback. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
First game of the year, you're always worried about turnovers, right? And this guy has the ultimate nightmare on his first touch of the year. Puts the ball on the ground. He's got to be able to flush that out now. You got to get ready to go play the next play.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock. Hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
It's 1st and 10 from their own 14-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Cooper. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
If you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. He fires a bullet to the right. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field, I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's caught. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that first.
The run from the shotgun. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Tight end now in motion. The pull and throw off the RPO. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. On the direct snap, it's Beebe. And the ball is free on the pitch. They'll get to keep possession, but man, do they have a long way to go after that fumble threw them in reverse.
And if you're an offensive coordinator, you're like, whoa, thank you, Jesus. We got the lead. We're in a great situation. We got to continue to put pressure on the defense, run that clock in the second half with our lead. Thank goodness that thing kept rolling and went out of bounds.
The play action fake. Oh, he wants it all. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. You have a big lead in the fourth quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, and saying, listen, it's your job.
He tries to take the top off. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Hoosiers send out the punt unit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Now the play fake. Looking to scramble. That's reeled in. It's Payne.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
This feels like four-down territory, third and short from the 40. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Going the other way, and he's got room. Inside the touchdown, Hoosiers! The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Fires to the big fella. At the 45 on his way. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their...
Breaks into the open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Smashes ahead. Touchdown, TCU! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
TCU 14.
He'll bring it back looking for help. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Gets it to the back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to